Country Underground in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. And we had our brothers Skin and Bones on the bill with us, and we had Human Era from Homestead, Pennsylvania were there. And, we all sit down, we know each other. It's Skin and Bones and Governor Murphy have been sharing stages for the past 2 years. And we're really close with these guys. And we're always talking about whether it's Skin and Bones or Small Town Titans or Audio Box or any of these other bands that we're with, or Bad Feet, which we're going to be at Cubby's in July, I think it is, in Duncannon, Pennsylvania. So we talk to these guys, and it's like, hey, this is, and tell you what, come do the show with us, and we'll help get you into here, or, hey, you do a show with us, we'll do a show with you, and it's still that way down at our level as musicians. However, once you get the business involved with it, with the managers and the agents and the producers and the promoters and the record labels and this organization and that committee, and at that point, that's where you get guys like Led Zeppelin, Billy Joel, Creed's Clearwater Revival. These guys don't own their songs. I'm sorry, Billy Joel got his back, went to court and got it back somehow. But these guys don't own music because the industry has stolen everything they own.
I know, but that's why the business is, show business is changing, and like today, everybody can go online and start their own company and even record companies and everything else, because dealing with the big guys sometimes it's just a basic pain. In our day of recording, we had like a cash box pick of the week with Frank Sinatra and Elvis Presley, and at that point, then we started getting calls from DJs all over the country saying, we love your CD, we can't play it anymore unless it's in the stores. And so we went to our record company, and they were ripping everybody off. It was a tax write-off. They spend money on the production, but then they didn't promote the CD. But then after we broke our contract, we just left. They sold our CD to Europe and made all kinds of money, and everybody's making money on our thing, and my sister and I made nothing.
Yeah. Well, we figured Little Richard, big, famous, he wrote all these songs, and then it came out with the sheet music came out, and there's 4 people that wrote the song, and it's like, and he was doing an interview I was watching one time, he said, I remember them being in the studio with me. Okay. Yeah. That's his kid, he's getting a penny or half a penny, I think it was, for a CD that this, or, I'm sorry, the record it was in. Right. The little 45. They're selling them for $1 or whatever it was they were selling them for. Right. He gets a half a penny, and that's it. Little Richard, and
I know.
But later on down the line, he got all this money that was still.
Well, not all of it.
Not all of it, but.
Well, but the thing is that a lot of artists were sweet and dumb, and when it came to, and you would sign with somebody and they would, feed you all kinds of bull and then do nothing. So, a lot of those companies are gone now, and we have our own record company, and so, it's,
S&J,
So, well, the hassle is, even though the musicians are more knowledgeable now, and there's so much information out, the musicians, there's still, just about 10, 15 years ago, this group called Firehouse that came out at the last part of the 90s, into the early part of the 90s, 91, 92, that had a couple of top 40 singles, a couple number ones, and they ended up suing Sony 550 Records, which was their record label, for $50 million unpaid royalties. Yeah. Because the label's like, oh, they'll never know, and kept all that money. Sure. And Firehouse was like, wait a minute, something's not right. And that's just the way it is.
Well, it's a shame, really, but, something we're all getting a little bit smarter as we go.
Yeah.
And,
how would you like to, what's that stuff?
I was wondering if there was an intelligence sentence in here somewhere, Johnny.
How would you like to hear it? You know what I mean?
You know what? I hear it all the time. I couldn't care. No, I'm joking. No, let's play something. What are we playing?
We'll play another song on your album there, and
which song is it? What is this Nickel and Dime? What are we doing?
Well,
Eddie Murphy off their debut. Johnny, you're freaking contagious, man. I can't talk. This is Governing Murphy off their debut EP. We'll talk about it on the other end. This is Governing Murphy off their debut EP. We'll talk about it on the other end. Thank you. That was actually...
You're welcome.
Anybody want to buy him? We'll sell him cheap.
I'll pay you to take him.
Usually repeat yourself like that, or yes, thank you.
Hey, they call me Tommy 2 times, because I say everything 2 times. Hey, I'm going to go get the papers. Get the papers. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I say something 3 times.
Yeah, because nobody listened to the first 2.
They call me Johnny 3.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there.
No,
Anyway, my mama taught me to respect my elders, especially my ancients. Anyway, shame on me.
Moving right along.
Hey, Muppet. Yeah, that was Nickel and Dime. Actually, that was the very first song that we wrote after the full band got together. We were sitting around, the guitar player came in one night. He's like, hey, I've got this riff. And it all starts with the riff. Don't care what anybody tells you, it all starts with the riff. And we played that opening riff that was on there, the opening guitar thing, and we're like, wow. It took most of rehearsal, 2, 3, 4 hours. We finally got the music done, and then the singer went home that night, worked on it. We came back a couple of days later for rehearsals. We had the words ready. We worked on it some more, made some changes, twists and ties here and there, and worked it out live. Found out what worked, what didn't, and there it is. It's on the thing.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's actually really, most guys understand that song because it's about, the chicks coming up and, buy me this and take me for coffee and, they're nickel and dime. They're taking your money and they don't give you nothing back. So, Sheri, I said most ladies, I didn't talk about you.
Well,
Johnny did, but I didn't, No, but, and,
It's not always that way.
it seems to be with me, people think you have money because you're a musician, but that's not true. Actually, it's really funny. I was just saying before we got together, I was actually not originally a part of the band.
Oh, really?
They didn't have a bass player. No, what happened is... No, what happened is, Murph, the guitar player, we're all, what do you call it? We were all in the local music scene.
Right.
We've all done cover bands. I've done a couple of original things. And Murph, the guitar player, somehow ended up talking to RCA Records about a songwriting contract. He was just going to write songs for them. And one thing into another, and it just never happened. It's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
And he decided that he didn't want to go back to playing other people's music. Obviously, his stuff was good enough because these guys wanted to talk to him. And so he decided he was going to just go be an original artist. And he kept writing music, and the only voice he heard singing his music as he's writing it was from a local band called Screaming Sunday. His guy's name is Wally Gover. I couldn't believe I forgot his name. Sorry, Wally.
Oh, Wally.
I will pay for that. I will pay for that later.
Perfect calling it.
But he got a hold of Wally, and he's like, "Hey, this is what I'm doing. Can you come down and sing?" And Wally loved the tunes. They started writing, and they started doing acoustic duo stuff on the off nights when Wally wasn't with his main band. And they did a show somewhere, and a manager for a local management company came up on stage after they were done and said, "Guys, I love you. I'd love to sign you. Nobody's going to buy an acoustic duo." The mid-'90s are over with. Rudy and the Blowfish and these guys, they're not around anymore. So, and he told them, "You guys get an electric band together, you get a full band, we got a deal. We'll sign you. We've got you covered." And they talked about it and decided that this is what they wanted to do. So they wanted to get the full band together. And Murph knew a drummer from a band he used to be in, which would be Billy Caufman. And he called Bill up and said, "Hey, I've got this acoustic thing, or I've got this full band, this original thing. We want you to come up." And they sent him over some music, and